Hey guys, Sean here with OneStopSportsInvestors.com, and today I'm going to be talking to you about one of the hottest sports betting services out there on the internet today, the Sports Betting Professor. Before we get to that, I just want to let you know that at my website right now, www.onestopsportsinvestors.com, I'm actually giving away a free report, Sports Investing Secrets, how to turn $1,000 into over $1 million in less than 5 years betting on sports. So it's absolutely free. Once you're done watching this video, make sure you go grab yourself a copy. And it really sort of just talks about how we can start looking at sports investing instead of sports gambling and betting. It's more of an investment possibility. So I'm sure you'll like the information. It's jam-packed with a lot of good stuff, and best off, it is absolutely free. You just have to visit the site, onestopsportsinvestors.com. So today what we're going to be talking about is Sports Betting Professor. And we're going to be heading over to that site momentarily. And if you want to visit the site and get involved, the address is onestopsportsinvestors.com/sportsbettingprofessor.php. So you can see that at the bottom here. That's where you want to go to check it out there. And so we're going to go have a look at that site. And I'm going to sort of talk about this program that I've been involved with for well over a year now, with some really, really great results. So here's the site. If you do come on there, you're going to see this is the site you're going to become, and then you got your your sales letter release hype sort of stuff there. And really the purpose of this video is really just sort of eliminate the hype and really talk about sort of the my personal experience with it, and tell you exactly what to expect when you get involved with this program. We've got at the top here, it says beat the bookie, win 90% of your bets, discover the explosive secrets rocking the sports betting world, and win 90% of your bets. So number one question everyone obviously wants to know is, does it actually win 90% of the games? And the answer is not exactly. To be honest with you, there's no way that anyone could ever pick 90% winners on a specific game. Now, how this program actually works, it's on a three-step progression system. So if basically how it works, if when the criteria comes up, and you'll see here it says exclusive, we've analyzed 15 years of NFL football, NBA basketball. So it's based on historical data which triggers the plays, and when those come up, then basically you're using a three-part betting system, meaning that you're going to, when this comes up, you're going to bet, your first bet's going to be whatever you choose to bet on that point. If you win that bet, then you move on to the next, you wait for the next opportunity to make a wager. And if you lose that one, then on the next bet that you're going to make, you're actually going to double your bet size. So what it does, and it works on a three. So a lot of people get a little bit scared about this because they hear about the horror stories that go along with it, like the martingale system, where I guess most commonly is with roulette, where you bet on black. If it doesn't come up, if it comes up red, then you double your bet on black. Well, the problem with that is that 6 or 7 losses in a row, you're laying out thousands of dollars to win back like $5. So it can get really risky and a little bit stressful. What's good about this program is that it's a three-step process. You don't go any further. So it really limits your risk going forward. And then and basically you're going to see sort of some of the results. I'll get to that in there, but it is a three-step. But you're only going to go that far as 3 steps, and then that's how you can sort of, how they claim the 90% win rate, and it does it really does work. So we're going to get to that. So scrolling down the site here, there's a lot of what you guys should do checking out. There's a lot of testimonials from a lot of people that have been doing well with the program. Here I'm going to check out some of his results that I talked about there. If you look back over here in the middle of the screen here, you'll see you got the NFL football for the last 3 years, NBA basketball, and the baseball. Now the baseball doesn't work on the 3-step system. That actually works on straight bets, because whenever you're dealing with baseball, you're actually dealing with different odds and stuff like that. So you're actually betting the same amount on each game in baseball. So if you look at these incredible results, he's averaging about 60 units per season, which is pretty incredible. So if you're a $100 bettor, you're profiting about $6,000. A $200 bet is about $12,000 a season for baseball, and that's just in baseball. Now, where the 3-step system comes in, or 3 betting series comes in here, is for football and the NBA basketball. And so if you look at some of the results here, the worst, and mind you, when you actually lose these losses are actually when you've lost 3 bets in a row. And so you can see by here, and then basically, so let's say you bet one unit on your first bet, your next bet would actually be 2 units, and then your third bet on the first series would be 4 units. So whatever your unit is, basically whatever your bet size is. So if it's $10, it's $10. If it's 50, and so on. And then you got to take into account that the percentage, the juice that the sports books take, which is about 10%. So if you were to add that up, 1 plus 2 plus 4 gives you actually 7, and you know you're paying the 10% on top of that. So you're actually looking at about every loss is, let's say, to round it up, is worth about 8 wins to you. Okay, so let's just to show you how the potential here there is still a lot of money to be made here. So let's look at this example here. We got 33 wins and 2 losses. Well, these losses are going to be about 16 of your wins. So right there, if you add it up, you're still up about 17. What's that? 14, 17 wins on the season. $100 better makes himself 1,700 in that spot here. Let's look at some of the worst case scenarios here. The worst one looks like the 2006 NBA season, where he went 78-6. These 6 losses actually represent 48, right? We take the 6 times the 8 because it's the progressive system. But even with that, you're looking at still being up 30 net units. So a $100 better there is up 3,000. A $200 better is up still 6,000 on the season there. And that's the sort of a worst case scenario. So you can still see that there's definitely potential here. I've been using, like I said, over a year, and it does win. You just have to know that it is a progressive system that you are using. So that's how they can claim that 90% there. So now a lot of other questions that people, here's a lot of more testimonials. I'm going to scroll through this quickly. I mean, you can go to the site yourself, check it out. But this is what I want to sort of talk about. There's 2 different ways, options that they actually put on here, and one of them is, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. Here are your options here. One, you can actually pick up, you can buy the systems that are, that have been tracked over the last 15 years. You can actually own the system for a one-time price of $97. That's the price that goes into it, and then you're armed with the same information that Rich releases his plays on. This will take a little bit more time per day for you to figure these plays out. My personal option, and the one that I actually use, is his monthly subscription, where all it is basically you pay a monthly fee. He emails you every day the picks. All you do is you go into your email, grab the picks, place your bets. 5 minutes later, you're done, and you can go on and do whatever you want with the rest of your day. So it's very, very easy. And the best part is, right now, he's actually offering a 30-day trial for only $5. So you really can't go wrong. I mean, for $5, try it out. If you don't like it, you can actually ask for a refund back anyway, even on that $5 there. And then from there, I think it's $47 a month. But if you're $100 better, basically every win per month is basically you're in profit there. So you only have to show one profit win to actually show profit, and you're going to continue to get these picks over and over from there. So I encourage you. I hope that answers some of your questions, shows you how it is. I just want to tell you what you're getting into there. It's very, very easy to follow. Like I said, you get the email from Rich every day. What's fun about this one is actually you're probably going to get about, I know in baseball right now we get about 4 to 5 plays per day. So if you're excited about getting a lot of action and making a lot of bets, then this is probably the program you want to. And with the $5 trial for the first 30 days, if you don't like it after that, you obviously don't have to continue with it. But you should see some serious results like the rest of us are, and you'll want to stick with this program here. So. That being said, you can visit the site again. The address is onestopsportsinvestors.com/sportsbettingprofessor.php. Go ahead and visit that site. You can visit that site directly, and you'll be able to check out the testimonials and the money back guarantee and so on from there. And before I forget, onestopsportsinvestors.com. Don't forget to grab a copy of my free report, Sports Investing Secrets: How to Turn $1,000 into over $1 million in less than 5 years betting on sports. And the Sports Betting Professor is actually one of the programs I use to on a daily and personal basis there. So at One Stop Sports Investors, I do review a few other systems as well, but that's all sort of laid out in the free report on that, and it really sort of gives you an idea of how to start looking at sports betting as an investment as opposed to gambling there. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get started with Sports Betting Professor today, and don't forget to grab your free copy of Sports Investing